Very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss sexual reproduction. We know there are two different modes of reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? Two parents participate in the reproductive process involving two types of gametes, ova and sperm. It is called sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the fusion of gametes and it leads to genetic variation. So these are all the important characteristic features of sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction require two parents, equal participation of two parents. One is considered as male, another one is considered as female. So male parent and female parent are the two parents involved in sexual reproduction. Male parent produce male gametes, sperm. Female parent produce female gamete, egg. So formation of gamete take place in sexual reproduction. After the formation of gametes, fusion of gametes also take place. So fusion of male gamete and female gamete, that is sperm with egg, results in the formation of zygote. This process is called as fertilization. So sexual reproduction involves the fusion of male and female gametes to form a diploid zygote which develops into a new organism. It leads to genetic variation. So what is variation? Some differences can be seen in the individual. So variations play a prominent role in evolution. Sexual reproduction leads to genetic variation. The types of sexual reproduction seen in animals are syngamy, that is fertilization, and conjugation. So syngamy, it is also known as fertilization. One more type, conjugation. So here there is no formation of gametes and fusion of gametes. Transfer of genetic material from one parent to next parent take place. That is called conjugation. So what is syngamy? In syngamy, the fusion of two haploid gametes take place to produce a diploid zygote. So syngamy is also known as fertilization, fusion of male gamete with a female gamete. Male gamete, sperm, haploid in nature, female gamete, egg, also haploid in nature. So these two haploid gametes fuse to form a diploid zygote. So this process is called as syngamy or fertilization. Depending upon the place where the fertilization takes place, it is of two types. What are the two types of fertilization? Internal fertilization and external fertilization. From the name itself, we know what is internal fertilization and external fertilization. Let me see external fertilization first. In external fertilization, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body of female organism in the water medium. Example, sponges, fishes and amphibians. So, external fertilization occurs outside of female parent. It can be seen in sponges, fishes and frog, that is amphibians. So, next type of fertilization is internal fertilization. So, what is internal fertilization? In internal fertilization, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place within the body of female organism. So, fertilization takes place inside the body of female organism. So, this is called as internal fertilization. Example, reptiles, aves and mammals. So, fusion of the gametes occur inside the female body and the zygote is formed inside the female body. That is fertilized egg. It is formed inside the female body. This is called as internal fertilization. External fertilization, fusion take place only outside the female body. These are the two different types of fertilization. See, internal fertilization within the female body. Example, land animals. So next, let me pass on to the different kinds of syngamy. We know what is syngamy. It is also called as fertilization. Fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. So different kinds of syngamy are prevalent among living organisms. What are the different kinds of syngamy? Autogamy, exogamy, hologamy, pedogamy, merogamy, isogamy and anisogamy. These are all the different kinds of syngamy in living organism. Let me see each one in detail. Autogamy. What is autogamy? The male and female gametes are produced by the same cell or same organism, and both the gametes fuse together to form a zygote. So, male and female gametes are produced by the same organism. This is called as autogamy. Example, actinosporium and paramecium. Next type, exogamy. So what is exogamy? The male and female gametes are produced by different parents and they fuse to form a zygote. So it is biparental. So two parents involved in this type of fusion. For example, human being, dioecious are unisexual animal. So male parent and female parent, two parents involved in this type of fusion. So it is called biparental. Male and female gametes are produced by different parents and they fuse to form a zygote. This is called exogamy. So next type, hologamy. What is hologamy? In lower organism, sometimes the entire mature organism do not form gametes, but they themselves behave as gametes and the fusion of such mature individual is known as hologamy. Example, trichonympha. So next, paedogamy. It is another type of syngamy. It's a sexual union of young individuals produced immediately after the division of adult parent cell by mitotic cell division. So this type of syngamy, it is called paedogamy. Next type is merogamy. Here, the fusion of small-sized and morphologically different gametes, that is merogametes, take place. Morphologically different gamete fusion that take place, it is called as merogamy. Morphologically is nothing but externally. So externally different gametic fusion take place. This is known as merogamy. So next type, isogamy. The fusion of morphologically and physiologically identical gametes is called isogamy. So externally and functionally identical gametic fusion, it is called as isogamy. So the fusion of morphological and physiological identical gametes. These gametes are called isogametes, and this process is known as isogamy. Very good example for isogamy, monocystis. So next type of syngamy is anisogamy. Here the fusion of dissimilar gametes take place. So this is called anisogamy. In Greek, an, which means without, iso means equal, and gam means marriage. Anisogamy occurs in higher animals, but it is customary to use the term fertilization instead of anisogamy or syngamy. Example, higher invertebrates and all vertebrates. So anisogamy, fusion of dissimilar gametes, but isogamy, fusion of morphologically and physiologically identical gametes. So these are all the different types of syngamy. Next, conjugation. So sexual reproduction seen in animals are two different types. One is syngamy, that is fertilization. Another one is conjugation. So far we discussed syngamy, that is fertilization. Let me pass on conjugation. So what is conjugation? It is also another type of sexual reproduction. Conjugation is a temporary union of the two individuals of the same species. During their union, both the individuals, called the conjugants, exchange certain amount of nuclear material, that's nothing but DNA, and then get separated. So conjugation is common among ciliates, example Paramecium, Orticella and bacteria. So bacteria belongs to prokaryotes. So see the picture, this is bacterial conjugation. Two bacterium involved in this conjugation process. One is donor, another one is recipient. So in this conjugation method, temporary union of two individuals of the same species that take place. During their union, both the individuals are called conjugants. What happened in this process? Only exchange of certain amount of nuclear material, that is DNA, take place. After the exchange of nuclear material, the two bacterium get separated. So see the picture. Second picture, donor and recipient. Third picture, exchange of nuclear material. So after the exchange of nuclear material, two bacterium separate from each other. So this is called conjugation. There is no formation of gametes, but exchange of nuclear material from one bacterium to another bacterium, or one individual to another individual of the same species take place. So this is another important type of sexual reproduction. So far we discussed what is sexual reproduction and the type of sexual reproduction seen in animals, that is syngamy and conjugation. So there are two different types of fertilization, external and internal fertilization, and there are different modes of syngamy: autogamy, exogamy, hologamy, pedogamy, merogamy, isogamy and anisogamy. One more type of sexual reproduction seen in animals, conjugation. So conjugation is common among ciliates, example paramecium, and bacteria, prokaryotes. So far we discussed sexual reproduction. I hope you would have understand about sexual reproduction. That's all about today's class. Thank you.